From San Francisco to Australia's gay capital, Sydney, homosexuals moved out of the closet and onto the streets. There was a sense of outrageousness about it all. And then came AIDS. AIDS and homosexual practices were linked, and for some, the life went out of the party.
It's that superficial idea of like, oh, we don't have to worry about it, it's a gay disease. Back then, that was the predominant view.
It was seen as the gay plague. And you know, you had figures, Reverend Fred Nile, who felt that it was the immoral lifestyle of the gay community that had caused this problem.
The Pitt Street business was the first to feel the anger of the Reverend Fred Nile. The bathhouse advertising shows a muscly man taking off his pants, and it's this activity, especially in the bathhouses around Sydney, that angers the Reverend Nile. He wants them closed and a total ban on homosexuals travelling to and from the United States. He says the AIDS disease is out of control and poses a satanic threat to society.
Whilst we are alarmed about the medical implications of AIDS, we are at least as alarmed about the political implications. We are concerned that AIDS is going to be used as an excuse to reintroduce a whole lot of poofta bashing that has become unfashionable over the last few years.
I want you using one partner on the other. Would the other partner roll the condom down, okay? In general, I think that young people think AIDS was the flavour of the month issue, and it's just not relevant now. They'll still go out, they'll still have casual sexual relations. Perhaps there is a tendency now to think a little bit more about their actions, but in general, when you have young people going out, having a good time and getting drunk, they're not going to worry about what happens from there on in.
It's come to a situation where they don't worry, they say, what the heck, you know, I want to live, I want to live my life to the max.
They come in here, they get a girl, they go to bed, and then they think about it, they think about it after.
Nearly 100 of the people who've died from AIDS in Australia have only been in their 20s. Most of the people who get AIDS have made contact with the virus sometime between the ages of 15 and 25. AIDS has become a young person's disease, but most of them don't want to know.
News organisations were very wary of talking about AIDS. It was considered a literal and metaphorical turn-off because it predominantly affected gay men, and mainstream culture wasn't ready to deal with that. It was seen as a story that would be too confronting.
The computer curves in Australia showing the increase infection rate among drug users is identical to the rate that was seen a few years back in cities like Glasgow and Madrid and Newark and New Jersey and etc. We're going to follow exactly the same curve unless we learn from other people's mistakes.
So what do you see as the implications of ignoring all these warnings?
Well, the implications are clear that we are going to have human tragedy on an ever-escalating scale and economic tragedy on an ever-escalating scale. We've had 1,500 cases of AIDS in Australia in the past 6 or 7 years. That number will double in less than 18 months.